Welcome to History Uncovered, where we embark on a journey to explore the stories and events that have shaped our world. If you're a fan of history and love learning about the people and events that have shaped our world, then be sure to hit that subscribe button below. We release new videos every day, so you'll always have something new to discover. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know when our latest episodes are released, and you'll be supporting us in our mission to bring fascinating stories from the past to a wider audience. Today, we delve into the history of the samurai, the warriors of feudal Japan, who were known for their loyalty, discipline, and martial skills. The samurai, also known as bushi, emerged in the 12th century as a class of military nobility who served the daimyo, or feudal lords, in exchange for land and protection. They were skilled in the art of warfare, with a strong emphasis on archery, swordsmanship, and horse riding. The samurai were not only skilled warriors, but they were also scholars, poets, and artists who valued learning and artistic expression. However, the samurai were not just a group of individuals, but they were guided by a strict code of honor and ethics known as Bushido, which dictated every aspect of their lives. Bushido was heavily influenced by Confucianism and Zen Buddhism and placed great emphasis on virtues such as loyalty, courage, self-discipline, and respect for authority. Samurai were expected to embody these virtues in their daily lives and were often held to a higher standard than other members of society. During the Kamakura period, the samurai became the dominant military class in Japan and played a key role in the country's political and social development. The shogunate, a military government headed by the shogun, was established with the samurai's help. The shogun wielded supreme power over the emperor, and the samurai served as the enforcers of the shogunate's rule. The samurai were not just warriors, but were also scholars, poets, and artists who valued learning and artistic expression. The most famous samurai in Japanese history is undoubtedly Miyamoto Musashi, who lived during the late 16th and early 17th centuries. Musashi was a skilled swordsman and martial artist who authored the classic book on strategy and tactics, the Book of Five Rings. His book is still studied today and has influenced many martial artists and businessmen around the world. The samurai reached the height of their power and influence during the Edo period, which was a time of relative peace and stability in Japan. During this time, the samurai were no longer primarily warriors, but instead became bureaucrats, artists, and scholars. They were responsible for maintaining law and order, collecting taxes, and overseeing the economy. The samurai class became a well-educated and sophisticated group of people who contributed significantly to Japanese culture and society. Despite their power and influence, the samurai were not immune to change. In the late 19th century, Japan underwent a period of rapid modernization and westernization. This led to the abolition of the samurai class and the introduction of a new constitution. The samurai were forced to give up their swords and adopt new ways of life, and many of them struggled to adapt to the new reality. However, many former samurai went on to become successful businessmen and politicians. One of the most popular and revered samurai in Japanese history is undoubtedly Miyamoto Musashi. Born in 1584 in the Mimasaka province of Japan, Musashi was a skilled swordsman and martial artist who lived during the late 16th and early 17th centuries. He is considered one of the greatest warriors of all time, and his legacy continues to influence Japanese culture and martial arts to this day. Musashi is best known for his legendary duels, in which he is said to have never lost a single fight. His most famous duel was against Sasaki Kojiro on the island of Ganryu in 1612, which has been immortalized in art and literature. Musashi's signature technique was the two-sword style, in which he wielded both a katana and a wakizashi simultaneously, giving him a significant advantage in close combat. In addition to his martial prowess, Musashi was also a prolific writer and artist. He authored the Book of Five Rings, a classic text on strategy and tactics that is still studied by martial artists, businesspeople, and military leaders around the world. Musashi was also known for his calligraphy, painting, and poetry, and he created many works of art during his lifetime. Another famous samurai in Japanese history is Oda Nobunaga, who lived during the late 16th century. Nobunaga was a powerful daimyo who played a significant role in the unification of Japan. He is often credited with laying the foundations for the Tokugawa shogunate, which would rule Japan for over 250 years. Nobunaga was a ruthless and cunning leader who was known for his military prowess and his innovative tactics. He was one of the first Japanese leaders to incorporate firearms into his army, and he was also skilled in the use of cavalry and artillery. His most famous victory was the Battle of Okahazama in 1560, in which he defeated a much larger army using a surprise attack. Despite his military successes, Nobunaga was also known for his brutal tactics and his willingness to use violence to achieve his goals. He was notorious for his treatment of Buddhist monks, whom he saw as a threat to his authority, and he ordered the burning of many temples and monasteries. Despite this, he was also a patron of the arts and supported the development of Japanese culture during his reign. Nobunaga's life was cut short when he was betrayed and assassinated by one of his own generals in 1582. However, his legacy lives on in Japanese history and culture. He is remembered as one of Japan's most significant historical figures, and his life has been the subject of numerous books, films, and television shows. Today, the legacy of the samurai lives on in Japan's culture, art, and traditions. Samurai films and anime are popular around the world, and the martial arts techniques developed by the samurai continue to be practiced and studied. In addition, many Japanese people still value the virtues and principles of Bushido and strive to embody them in their daily lives. In conclusion, the history of the samurai is a fascinating and complex story that spans over 800 years of Japanese history. From their origins as military nobility to their evolution into bureaucrats and scholars, the samurai have left an indelible mark on Japan's history and culture. Thank you for watching this episode of History Uncovered. If you found this video informative and engaging, please like and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories from the past. And don't forget to ring the bell for notifications so that you never miss a new video.